Alberobello, Italian, Alberobello, literally, beautiful tree, Barese, Iarubade, is a small town and commune of the metropolitan city of Bari, Apulia, southern Italy. It has 10,735 inhabitants and is famous for its unique Trullo buildings. The Trulli of Alberobello have been designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1996. History. A first anthropization of the area started only in the early 16th century on the impulse of the Count of Conversano Andrea Matteo III Acquaviva d'Aragona, son of the famous Count Giulio Antonio Acquaviva, who died in 1481 near Otranto, when 800 martyrs were killed in battle against the Ottomans. Count Andrea Matteo introduced from the fief of Noci about 40 peasant families to reclaim and cultivate the land, with the obligation to give him the tenth of the crops. His successor, the powerful Count Girolamo II, known as the Guercio della Puglia because he had a blindfolded eye 1600–1665, in 1635 erected an inn with tavern and oratory, which started the urbanization of the forest with the construction of a conglomerate of small houses. The abundance of material, especially limestone and karst and calcareous sedimentary, and the permission of the Count to build houses only with dry walls without the use of mortar, which became the characteristic trulli, contributed to the expansion of the urban agglomeration. This obligation to have houses built only with dry stones was an expedient of the Count to avoid paying taxes to the Spanish viceroy of the Kingdom of Naples according to the Pragmatica de Baronibus, law in force until 1700, according to which the construction of a new inhabited centre involved first of all the royal assent and the consecutive payment of the tributes by the baron to the royal court. Alberobello was built on the streets of the ancient river Cana, where is now the Largo Giuseppe Martellotta, also called Largo della Fagade or Largo della Fiera. Alberobello remained a fief of the Acquaviva of Aragon until May 27, 1797, when King Ferdinand IV of Bourbon, who was a guest in Taranto by the Archbishop, welcomed the petition of a delegation consisting of 3 civilians and 4 priests from Alberobello, Don Vito Onofrio Lippolis, Don Vito Nicola Tonelli and Don Francesco Scava, and issued a decree by which he elevated the small village to the royal city, freeing it from the feudal servitude of the counts. On the 22nd of June 1797 the first mayor Francesco Giuseppe Lippolis was elected. In the same years the Casa di Amore was also built by Francesco di Amore, first commersa with 2 floors. Without source, Alberobello is the only inhabited center in which there is an entire district of Trulli. It is therefore considered cultural capital of the Trulli of the Valle d'Itria. The Trulli of Alberobello. The history of these very particular buildings is linked to the Pragmatica de Baronibus, an edict of the 15th-century Kingdom of Naples that subjected every new urban settlement to a tribute. The Counts of Conversano di Acquaviva di Aragona from 1481, owners of the territory on which Alberobello stands today with the summer domus that was called Difesa de la Noci on the border with the territory of the Duchy of Martina Franca, then imposed on the peasants sent in these lands. They built their dwellings dry, without using mortar, so that they could be configured as precarious buildings, easily demolished. Therefore, having to use only stones, the peasants found in the round form with self-supporting domed roof, composed of overlapping stone circles, the simplest and most solid configuration. The domed roofs or half-cone for straw called the false dome of the Trulli are embellished with decorative pinnacles that represented, as many say the pinnacle was the signature of the master Trullaro who did it, or that restored and represented the pose of the pinnacle, an exciting moment, the whose form is inspired by profane symbolic, mystical and religious elements that appear above all in the fascist period. International relations. Alberobello is twinned with Shirakawa-go, Japan, Gokuyama, Japan, Monte Sant'Angelo, Italy, since 2013, Andria, Italy, Harran, Turkey, since 2013. References. External links. Official website. Alberobello. Com. Alberobello Tourism